to Santa Clara and Levi Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, gentlemen, we've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champion Miami Dolphins and the champions of the NFC, the Detroit Lions. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports game. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game of them all.
From every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Lions.
Yo, what's up, man? No, I got it muted. I just don't feel like talking. I got to focus, man. And I didn't feel like talking on here, but no, Super Bowl.
Took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters. The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down. In formation for the Lions. On the return, it's Hill. And he's going to be brought down after a short return.
Hey, Jared, appreciate that.
That's where his team will get possession of the football. The Miami offense set to go, led by 27-year-old Tua Tagovailoa. Greg, hard to believe, 6th season as the Dolphins quarterback.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, the regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
Once again, it's A-10. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. He's brought down back at the 40-yard line. Throwing on 3rd down. Tagovailoa. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
Hill brought in motion. They'll try it now with A-10. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on down. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 16 yards. Good for a Lions 1st down. Once again, it's Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Goff. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
A 6-yard pickup.
On second down, it's Gibbs. And he's in! Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions.
Yeah, good deal, man. Yeah, I got a Dynasty on here, too, with the College Football 26. You want to check that out, too?
He knocks it through. And the Lions are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. The return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. They'll start it here with a first and 10. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down.
Yeah, appreciate that, Harry. Hope everything's going good with you, man.
They'll run here with the rookie.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
And that is incomplete.
I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait to their third series to see if they can make it happen.
And good coverage by Putty. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a first and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can tell you firsthand, as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball.
I know, dude. Last year was just such a joke with all the injuries we had. It was just absolutely awful. The defensive line was just decimated. I got Parsons on here, though. I gave up, like, I think 3 first-round picks, a second, and then I threw in, I think, DJ Reader. I was able to pull Parsons. He had like 20.5 sacks so far in the season. Actually, so far, it's the end of the season in the Super Bowl. Man, he killed it.
From the gun, it's gone. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up third down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And nothing come from these first 2 drives. A turnover on downs, followed by a punt last time they had it. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. Open man downfield, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, that NFC Championship game was absolutely horrible. Especially the great start they got off with Jamison Williams on that end around they scored, and if they would have just took the field goals, they would have been the Super Bowl. That was absolutely atrocious what happened in that game against San Francisco. I played them in the NFC Championship game on this, so I didn't live stream it, but that was a close-ass game. I think the difficulty, for some reason, jumps up on this when you're in the playoffs, or at least I could feel it on here.
And the Dolphins will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. will start at the 4. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Lions offense get those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. It was Zach Sealer in on the tackle. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Goff to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Handoff, Gibbs running left. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. 22 yards the pickup there. 1st down, Detroit.
First down. 1st and 10.
Throwing, Goff. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll run with Gibbs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on. Now, while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. Into the middle, he's got St. Brown. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem. And that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff.
J-Mo! J-Mo doing J-Mo things. Holy shit. Damn. I don't know how he hauled that in.
1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Is caught left side by St. Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Out of the shotgun. It's Goff. That's taken in.
Yeah, dude,
Short of the marker.
I know this mic probably sounds like shit 'cause I'm talking on controller. I normally talk during the games, but yeah, the schedule is absolutely brutal, man. With Philly, Kansas City, Cincinnati, Baltimore, it really is brutal. I don't think they're going to go 15-2. 13-4, 12-5, I think is much more reasonable, but the schedule they got is just insane.
On 4th down, Goff.
Touchdown, J-Mo. Motor City Kitties take the lead in the Super Bowl here.
Touchdown, Detroit. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Tyreek Hill getting ready for this next drive along with the rest of the Miami offense. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Tried to fit in the slash, and it was intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that love throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who are very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Gibbs. Now Miami going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
It's 4th down.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Lions going to tag on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half. So after his field goal, Bates back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Dolphins offense back onto the field for their next possession. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
And maybe a little more conservative approach following that interception on the last drive. With nobody open, instead of forcing it downfield, he just throws it away, and you can tell he's trying to avoid it.
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And the Lions have come up with the football.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up
Now,
2nd
Goff.
and 11. At the Dolphins' 36-yard line.
That one taken in by St. Brown. And he'll take this one in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
Final 9 seconds of this half, and the kick is away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee, take this on into the locker room. So, 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara. The Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hansen.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Hey, Scott, thank you. Rain only intensifying now as the teams have come back out. This figures to be a wet and wild second half to come. He fields it at the 8. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Now a first down throw for Tua. And they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up second and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Here's Tua. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Aleem McNeil. He gets in there to drop him for a big loss. And now it's third and long.
And 15.
In motion goes Likely. Third and long. Here's Tua. This one caught by Waller. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's a fourth down.
Formation for the Dolphins.
Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. That's Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit offense heading out for their next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is first and 10. Has an opening past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
22 yards. That's good for a Lions.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And this time, they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's second down.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Lions first down.
First down.
Goff to throw. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. On the ground, this is Gibbs. He'll push forward for about a yard. The safety, Jordan Poyer, up to make the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing now on third and long. That's caught. It's Isaac to Slaw. And he will get into the end zone. Isaac to Slaw. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready to come back out for this next possession. In motion, it's Waddle.
I appreciate it here. Yeah, it's a blowout right now, man. The NFC Championship game, man, I didn't like seeing that one. I think I won that one by like a field goal or something. That was a really close game. This one I kind of kick back and take it easy. Now I got the lead.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Tua. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
Tua Tagovailoa
out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Tua. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
Formation for the Dolphins.
And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And before this drive starts, let's take a look at the current race to see who's going to take home the award of NFL Most Valuable Player. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the 19-yard line.
A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the 4th from Santa Clara after this. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is
Hey, what's up, Jeremy? About to get me a Super Bowl.
Defensively making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Formation for the Lions.
And he's going to make a fair catch.
Dude, Parsons has been just a monster on this. He had, like, I think, 21 or 20 and a half sacks or something like that in the regular season.
They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. This offensive line.
There's Parsons right there. And then Gibbs had, I think, 21 or 2,200 rushing yards, like well over 2,000, with like 30 touchdowns on top of that. I should have live streamed the NFC Championship game. That thing was just insane. I thought I was going to lose that when I ended up playing the Niners in that.
A shotgun snap for Tua. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire.
The only problem is I have no cap when we re-sign Michael Parsons.
Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now Tua. And this drive is...
Yeah, you know what's funny too here? Like, for left-handed quarterbacks on this, I can't blame with them. I don't know what it is. You think it really wouldn't make a difference, but for some reason in this game, I can't play with a left-handed quarterback. Like Michael Penix, I think it's a lefty, and then Tua, obviously.
Throughout the entire game, and then you look up at the scoreboard, and it pretty much reflects that here in the 4th quarter.
This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
It's a turnover on downs.
I'll run here with Gibbs. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 6. They hand it to Gibbs. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Goff to throw. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
throwing. Goff. He's got it at the 3.
I'm an aggressive guy by nature, Mike, so whenever I get 4th and short in plus territory, I want to go for it. You're not going to win many games in this league settling for field goals. You have to capitalize when you find yourself in a position to score.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. And he's in. Safe ground. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will add one more onto their big lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Davis now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. Room to run at the 35. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he is gone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Miami. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an outside pick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss. Two minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 1st and 10.
17 yards. And the Lions first down.
They'll stay on the ground. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back.
That is caught. What a throw. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead.
Lions 45. Dolphins 14.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and...
This looks like a design run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop.
Gain of 2.
Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
He's got his man. It's Hill. 17 yards. The gain there. First down, Miami. The long wait is finally over. The Detroit Lions have done it. They are Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all three phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
So a moment to savor here, Commissioner Goodell.
Appreciate here, Lions, Super Bowl champions, yes sir.
The Detroit Lions, champions.
All right, man, I'll probably get off here. Thanks everybody coming by. Appreciate it. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. See ya.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire
Oh, yes, Jeremy, the drought is over. Hey, I got to get at you, man. I'm going to text you actually right after this if you want to do the NFL podcast, I think sometime next week for the predictions and all that stuff. Damn, Jared Goff had 5 touchdowns. Holy shit. Yeah, you too, Harry. Take care.